Hello, Eddie Alexander Banks here. I'm going to take you to this file entitled The Glue, which is the foundation and binding principle of all lawful proceedings in the States of America, if not the civilized world. Okay, we have here Article 6 of the United States Constitution, and I'll read the highlighted portion. The Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuant thereof, and all treaties made which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding, the senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several states legislature, and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support the Constitution, but no religious test shall be required. So let me take you to what is deemed the a prescribed oath or office in the United States. Okay, we have Title 28, Section 1746, sworn declaration under penalty of perjury. Okay, they have two oaths, and I'll leave that up there, and so you can see that. And I'll just read the. Oh, I got two sheriffs just rolled by. They look hot too, boy. Oh well. All right. It might get something might happen today. Okay, here we go. If executed without the United States, it shall read as so: I declare or certify, verify, or state under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct, executed on date and signature. Now, this is the other jurisdiction. If executed within the United States, its territories, possessions, or commonwealths, it shall read, I declare or certify, verify, or state under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct and as executed on a specific date in the signature. All right, so let us go to court rules in Florida, because they hide this, they hid it like magnificently. But let's see what the definition is of a court of record. This is what they say or court records are. Excuse me, court records. Now, these are court records, which are the contents of the court file, including the progress docket or other similar records generated to document activity in a case. Okay, take note of other proceedings, because you have, in this case, the state has established their own rules and proceedings, and then they have to recognize other proceedings. And I'm speaking not specifically a state such as New Hampshire, Maine, Chicago, or something like that. It can fall under administrative records as well. And then let's see, pursuant to administrative records are which are all other records made or received pursuant to court rule, law, or connection with the transactions of official business by the judicial branch entity. Okay, so we're gonna come up here, because Florida bar, that's okay. Well, maybe let's go through this. All right. The distinguishment between the judicial branch government, which includes the state court system, Okay. The clerk of the court, when acting as an arm of the court, the Florida Bar, the Florida Board of Bar Examiners, the Judicial Qualifications Commission, and all other entities established by or operating under authority of the Supreme Court or Chief Justice. Now, let us go to custodian. Custodian. The custodian of all administrative records of any court, emphasis added, is the Chief Justice or Chief Judge of that record, except that each judge is the custodian of all records that are solely within the possession and control of that judge. As to all other records, the custodian is the official charged with the responsibility of maintaining the official or the office having the care, keeping, and supervision of such records. All references to custodian means the custodian or the custodians, and then it gives exceptions, judicial branch, and you can go through that, but I didn't find anything noteworthy to support my position. I'm going to come back up here to this section 9 and 10, which are articles, not amendments to the Constitution. So many people say, oh, it's the First Amendment, Second Amendment. They are not amendments. When you go into a court setting and you refer to the Bill of Rights in the fashion of articles, that you're giving that judge or administrative hearing officer a cue that you understand what the Constitution says, pretty much. All right. So here we're gonna go. Article 9. It says the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. I will show you when I get into my contracts what is exactly an explicit reservation of rights that appear on the record that are classified under Article 4 of the main body U.S. Constitution, being full faith and credit to the public acts and records. Article 10, which is the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Or folks need to let that sink in. Once you grasp a full understanding of evidence, you can then take your position that can't be contested by anyone in public office. I've been doing this for years and I've never been lawfully challenged. Of course, yeah, they come threaten me with guns and pepper spray and all of that, but that's it. On paper, they have nothing. So I'll leave it with that.